Hello, DNCE, and welcome to the Hot Desk.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys enjoying your time in London?
We're enjoying our time in London very well.
You've seen our lovely hot desk.
I'm
really
kind of
beautiful.
distracted. This is the hottest desk I've ever
It's
seen.
really warm.
Thank you very much. Now, you guys just seem like a really fun bunch of good friends.
It's
How
all
did
fake.
you-
Yeah, it's all
yeah, you
fake.
actually hate each other, right?
Pay us a lot of money to pretend like this.
How did you kind of all come together as a band?
So I used to tour with Jinju and Jack.
Yeah.
And Jack and I were
You look
roommates.
hot today.
Yeah, Jack, a little hottie boom balati.
So Jack and I lived together at one point in a haunted house. It's a different story for
In a
different.
haunted house.
Oh yeah.
How was it haunted?
There was a ghost.
Yeah,
Did you see it?
Felt it. Touch me at night.
You know what's weird that I just realized?
Like you.
We have now lived together in a haunted house as well.
Oh, true. So I lived together in haunt.
So maybe it's you, Joe.
track.
No, I'm really intrigued by the haunted house. Tell me
We
more.
lived in a house in LA that was like really haunted.
it's pretty old.
And yeah, we had like a 911 call from inside the house from a telephone that's been unplugged for years.
we didn't even have
No,
a phone line.
And a
Yeah.
woman's
Did
voice
you?
said, "Help me," named all the members that lived in the house. And
Lights
was
would
like-
flicker.
Yeah, lights would flicker.
A lot of weird stuff.
And you
Ghosts,
stayed
these
there.
ghosts killed people while we were there.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then I was introduced to Joe by a mutual friend, and you know, the DNCE started.
Let's go back to the band. Cole, you were classically trained, right, as a musician? So
As a ninja, yes.
as a ninja, but
Yeah.
also as a pianist?
Yes, when I was very young, I competed in like classical piano competitions.
Wow. So how did you get into making this kind of music?
Well, a friend of mine in 5th grade called me and said that he knew someone was starting a band and they needed a bass player, and I had never even heard of a bass, but I knew that bands often hung out with chicks.
Right.
So I lied.
learned fast.
So I bought a $50 bass and showed up with it, and I didn't even know how to hold it. I just put it on my lap. And so
doing this?
basically my entire life's work is based upon a lie.
Okay then, nice. Well, you got quite good at the lie, to be fair.
Thank you. This is just the
Congrats.
beginning
you've
for
been
us.
fooling us for years.
I lie for you all day.
And Jack, I know that you lived with Joe
Yes.
for a quick minute. Can you tell me the best thing about living with Joe Jonas?
Joe, I remember Joe had like racks of like suits and clothes and stuff in the garage, and like anytime I needed to needed a fancy suit, I could just walk into the garage, just
take
hey
it.
Joe.
Garage
Your own
suit.
personal shopping suite, basically.
Yeah, just go.
Okay, well, what's the worst thing then?
I don't know. There weren't. I mean, the ghost was pretty bad.
Yeah, the ghost that Joe brings around with him everywhere.
Yeah. It's always nice to me, but not to my friends.
Yeah. Are you quite a messy person? Are you?
I'm very clean in my house, but when I travel, I get kind of messy. I think when, because we live out of a suitcase, so it's kind of a trick answer because I travel every day. So
It looks like you have a bomb in your suitcase, and when you go into your hotel room, it just explodes.
yeah,
Well, that's natural, isn't it?
that is natural.
I feel like that's okay.
Don't have time for that, you know.
It's film time now. So,
at all.
it's the
What are we
film
doing here? Is it
section.
practicing? Okay.
So give me sass, all right? I'm gonna name some films, and I want you to tell me who out of you guys would be the leading role
Ooh, I
in
like
that film.
Okay.
Okay? So Breaking Bad. Who's gonna play like the
Probably
illegal
Cole.
moneymaker?
He's already in the outfit.
You are dressed for it. You are dressed for it. Who would be the Godfather?
Ooh, Joe. Yeah.
Hannah Montana, the movie.
Definitely Jinju.
I was looking at Jack.
I mean, Jack would slay that role. But
Yeah, he played probably her dad.
How about Game of Thrones?
Oh, see you later. I'm in there.
Yeah.
In their, like swimwear.
Thrones
I
fan?
was on a show yesterday with Rob Stark, and that made me really excited.
The dream. The Hangover.
all 4 of us.
Is life just a big party?
Yes.
I want you guys to imagine that you all live together and you're
we
going to
do.
throw a massive house party
Okay.
tonight.
we-
But obviously, there's a lot of jobs that need to be done.
Right.
So I want you to tell me who is in charge of what.
All right, cool.
Who's going to make the playlist?
That's Joe. Joe makes the playlist.
Yep. What kind of stuff are you going to play?
Well, we'll start off slow with some like heavy metal, and we'll end the night with some like smooth jazz just to switch it up.
Who sorts out the food?
Jinju makes ramen, and it creeps out all of our parties, so that's gonna be her. We don't really
She
have
like
food.
takes over the kitchen. She doesn't know how to cook, so everything just starts like lights on fire.
At our parties, it's always just a liquid menu.
I mean, ramen sounds like the perfect party food.
I know, it's so cool.
No, it's this weird soup.
Who tidies the house?
Tidies.
Me and Joe kind of clean up.
When we get really drunk, we start cleaning up for some reason.
Yeah. It
Or-
really
or
turns the
when-
chicks on.
Or when we're nervous.
Who's the first to Instagram it? Who's like the most social media savvy?
That would be Jinju.
Yeah.
She'll
Yeah?
probably have the geotag on it, and then we'll have like too many people showing up.
It could be the craziest party ever, and it's her like taking pictures of with the ramen like, selfies.
Or she's like FaceTiming somebody in Korea. That really
Amazing.
happens.
Who causes a fight? Does anyone get a bit aggressive? or-
At night, he turns into a big cat, and I can see him ripping somebody's like
Yeah.
clothing off. Says the wrong thing, and it's over.
Or
I've
if,
seen him snap a few times, and you don't want to be near. It's crazy.
if a guy looks at Jinju, me and Joe
Oh.
go nuts.
Yeah, don't even look her
So
way.
you like the protective older brothers.
Yeah, we are.
And who's the first in bed?
Me.
Jinju.
Who's the last in bed?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
nice.
guys.
Me and Joe.
Okay, nice. Well, I'd like an invite to that party, please.
No problem.
Sure.
Make it happen?
Tonight?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, you're busy tonight.
I'm busy
Oh.
tonight, guys, sorry.
Oh, hot day.
Okay, well now it's time for us to play our final game.
Uh-oh.
It's called Call, Text or Reject. We play it with all of our guests.
Call, text, or reject. Ooh, I like
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So let me set
The tone,
the tone,
the plate, the hot plate, the hot table.
scenario. So you've just woken up, and in the past 24 hours, scientists have created a machine that can bring people back to life.
Yeah. I love this.
Now, these three people that have called you, the three people that have called you, have all come back to life, and they really want to work with you.
Okay.
Your callers are Michael Jackson,
Whoa.
Elvis Presley,
Whoa.
and Whitney Houston. Who are you going to call, who are you going to text, and who are you going to reject?
Ouch.
Oh man, this is impossible.
I think we'd probably call Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
It's hard not to call Elvis.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
Oh, Whitney.
For our style.
You can text Elvis.
Text Elvis.
He doesn't know what text is though.
There's no way we reject Whitney Houston.
I think here's what we do. I'll throw my phone against the wall. Pretend-
No, I got the solution. We call Penelope Cruz and we say, "Come over."
There you
I don't
go.
know if that's an option, but hey, is that the final answer?
Yeah, it
We'll go
fixes
with that.
everything.
Because the only thing that is left to do is for you to sign our hot desk.